Welcome, everybody. This is another edition of KJ Helping KJ. Hi, Matt. Hello, Kevin. Kevin's over there with his cook. He's over there with his crooked calendar, and we kind of like it because we spent 30 minutes trying to straighten that thing out, and we couldn't do it. Yeah, he wouldn't get Scotch tape like I suggested, but that would have, you know. And that lighthouse, and just in case you guys are wondering, is not painted. That is an actual fixture, and it looks beautiful. Now, where did you get that? Just quick, hurry up.
Well, I do not know. It was something my sister had in her bedroom, and when things changed, I put it in here, and it adds a little bit of fanciness to it. So I appreciate, I guess, my sister's taste in art.
I do believe that's beautiful. I think everybody, I mean, we've been on here for a while on YouTube. I'm sure everybody wondered what the hell that was. You know, and where you got it. Was it painted like Matt asked before the recording? And yeah, it's beautiful. And Matt's blue thing. Now, first of all, Matt got himself a new laptop.
I did.
This week, and he's actually on it. Yeah, he's actually on it right now as we're recording. But I like your old one. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I didn't ever seen that blue thing shining in the back next to the fridge before. But
maybe that's due. Maybe that was the blue thing was free with a computer purchase.
Yeah, maybe it was a blue light spec. Did you get that at Kmart? Yeah,
Kmart. Yeah,
that better.
There we go.
Look, I don't care about that. But the topic this week is, and I think it's very interesting. I think if we all kind of put our minds to it, us as KJs, right? When you have a singer come up and do their song, what song that you know of that, you know, from your history actually gave you a dance floor while they were singing? And maybe no one can answer that, but I'm sure Kevin's got a couple, and probably there were ballads maybe, and people come up and dance while they were singing, and there were fast songs. Matt, let's start with you.
You know, I can't name any specific songs, but I do recall at my Sunday shows, because there is like, the place that I play it on Sundays, I'm set up in like this little corner area that's like, it's a German place. And so it's like a little, it's like a raised corner table kind of a thing. And so that's the area that I set up in. And then down below that is where the singers are. And then in front of them, there's like a little bit of a small dance floor, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So there's been
Can you see that dance floor from where you're at, though?
Yeah, I'm perched right up above it. Yep. So I'm actually, when I'm at my booth, I'm actually looking down on the singers, and then the dancers are like right between them and the bar.
That's actually an interesting setup. Yeah. But go ahead.
So yeah, I can't name any specific songs as far as what. Bumper music wise.
I'm not talking bumper music.
Okay, karaoke songs.
Karaoke singers.
All right.
Who put people on your dance floor while they were singing? There's got to be at least one or two.
I can't think of any specific song titles, but there were some instances where a song would pack a dance floor for like slow dance or something like that. Because like the majority of my followers are all like the older age bracket, like older than you and I. You know, we're talking like, retirees, you know what I mean? Like 65, 70 and up. You know, they're all older folks. So,
see, I got a feeling the comments below here on YouTube are going to be huge. Because, I mean, it's all KJs that watch the show. And I'm curious to see what you guys notice. And look, we're KJs. And these people that are coming to your show singing are actually showing action on the floor, which I find like, wow, right? Because everybody in that room either
paying attention. It's not like
yes. Kevin, do you have anything that maybe a singer packed your floor? Not packed, but maybe
on occasion. It's not every week. Usually, if I see someone dancing, I'll go ahead and make a photo op of it. Sort of getting the singer and the dancers out there. Where I'm at now, it's primarily country. So there's a lot of country. So I get a few. I know at the other place, they would do the zombie, and it was sort of became a sing along, and everybody was sort of swaying.
You really can't dance to that.
Yeah, it's not really. So I've had that, and there I did have a few songs.
The Cranberry song?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just can't off the top of my head remember what one it was. The place I was at last winter and over the winter, it had more variability in the song selections, so I had a better chance. Where I'm at now is primarily country, what a random other one.
Are you talking upbeat country, old country? Or?
A lot of Luke Bryan and
yeah, he's kind of upbeat. He can be.
So there's some, but not as much. I don't think as over the winter when I did it last year. Winter. So this place, not as much. But yeah, on occasion, yes, I will get a dance floor. And that's pretty cool because basically they picked a song that they can sing and that people are enjoying beyond the singer, and they're sort of it's like a win-win,
Now I've got to apologize to Matthew and Kevin because I kind of sprung this category as soon as I hit record. I didn't give them time to do a little homework with it. I think as we go on a little bit, we're all going to think of something, and you're going to remember something that caught your patrons, well, not really your patrons, but the club's patrons, and got them on the floor. There's got to be something, and I'll give you one that I know that always gets everybody on the floor, Mr. Brightside. That will get anybody, and usually I'll choose to do that singer kind of near the end of the night because I want to set a vibe. I want everybody going out with that hype, and I'll tell the singer too, like, I'm going to use you for that last 20 minutes, and he'll wait, Why? Because it sets that vibe that I'm trying to set. And this guy's all psyched, like, oh, I'm going to be a part of this,
Special.
And well, it makes him feel special, yes. But whether he's a ace at singing this or not, everybody else in that room knows what he's trying to do. So they're all out there jumping. You could see, and I used to record this, with them jumping around and singing. They would sing it better than he did, for crying out loud, And it was just such a good vibe. That's one, and I got a few more. But now that you guys kind of get the idea where I'm going, Matt, do you have anything you want to add, maybe, or not?
I will be on. While you were saying that, when you brought up Mr. Brightside, I sat back and just kind of was thinking back on like shows that I've done since that song came out, and I honestly don't think I've ever had anybody sing that one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Kevin, have you ever had anybody do Mr. Brightside?
I don't.
Wow, this is strange. Yeah.
Well, you guys were complaining about one of the.
Well, like I said, my
picture.
crowds are older.
Yeah, yeah. So
They're like 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. They're not going to sing Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, well, you got a good point. It depends on who's in front of you, obviously. Yeah.
Also, it's a little speedy, so I don't know. I probably haven't had anybody. Mine tend to be on the slow side.
I've got at least 3 patrons that will do that song.
Now, I did have a group of 2 girls. They did, and I thought, I was like, are you sure you want to do this? They did the Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh, now that is a top.
And it's like, are you sure you want to do that? And they actually did well. They split it up, and they were like, oh, well, I stand corrected. You knew what you were doing. So
yeah. Now let me ask: did the crowd get into them doing it too? Because that kind of counts. Yeah.
And,
well, they sing in the yeah. That counts. It doesn't mean that they have a dance floor per se, but if your singer got everyone involved in what they were doing, does that make more sense? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I had one, and this was at the old place I was at. They had a bridal shower, I think, in the back, or maybe it was the day before the wedding. I don't know which. And
So you were there pre-DJ.
Yeah. So a couple of the bridesmaids, I think it was bridesmaids, they dedicated a song to her. So they had her sit out in front, and they sang Super Trooper from
God. Yep. Yeah.
And it was quite cute. And I think it sort of got the room involved. Well, part of it was because they had quite a quantity of people. But then the other ones, they were enjoying the song too, and the girls singing it, and I thought it was very cute. So they had a good time with that one. So it's just hard for me, to remember all those instances. Just like the other day, I was run across a bride who'd I'd done or helped with her wedding the year before, and she was like stunned that I remembered. Once she clued me in, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that event. I was like, wow, how do you remember all that when you do so many different things? There's certain things that click in your head that you remember more than other things, and their event was memorable. So, but
yeah, I think Matt had something he just remembered.
I was going to say, like, what you guys were talking about doing fast songs. I had a guy at my gig this past Saturday. Drunk. And he got up and he wanted to do Ain't Going Down Until the Sun Comes Up.
Hey, that wasn't me. I was working that night. Yeah. I wasn't there. Yeah.
But here's the cool part about it is that he was struggling with it. But the crowd was like
helping him out.
Helping him.
They were his training wheels, so they were actually singing with him to keep him on track. And
now, if anybody out there don't know, Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. This is like the fast. Yeah, it's actually much like Soul, Michael Montgomery, right?
Yeah, or the Auctioneer. You're familiar with the Auctioneer?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and it's like. And how I describe these? It's a fast country rap. That's really what it is, right?
Yeah.
And it's full speed,
Yeah.
Charlie Daniels did one, too. Devil Went Down to Georgia, probably. Yeah. I mean, these songs are not easy to do. Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire. That's another one.
Yeah.
Which Kevin mentioned. I mean,
that Auctioneer one really blows my mind. I got a guy that nails it. But are you familiar with that one, Kev? There was a boy. Baby, listen to his mind.
We'll play it after the recording. We can't do it here live.
God.
But because of copyrights, but
it goes by so fast.
You'll know it. Yeah, you'll know it. It's just, it's
that's one of the crazy
rapid fire from the start.
It is. Yep.
I don't even think there's a break in the whole song. Just like we didn't start the fire. There's no break in that, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bang, bang, all the way through, 3.5, 4 minutes, And, wow. I mean, there are a lot of songs out there like that. And I was trying to get, like the whole point of this was, you have singers at your show, Kevin. You have singers at your show, Matt, that will get the audience involved. Right. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily, and maybe I misspoke at the beginning, like pack your floor, I mean, anybody can pack a floor with a ballad, If they're going to come up and do Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis, people are going to get up and dance to it, let's face it, right? Have you not had that? Either one of you,
Oh,
Yeah. As far as fast songs that kind of pack the floor, You're the One That I Want, John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. That works every time. As long as you get two singers that can collaborate this correctly, And that's another hard one, really. Because of the high that John Travolta does, and it's not an easy song, And
Summer Nights?
You're the One That I Want.
Oh, You're the One I Want, yeah.
They both kind of go haywire, And it's hard to, every karaoke singer's dream is to sound like
emulate the artist, yeah.
Yeah, right. Sometimes you can't do that, And that's where our last show that we just did, see, I don't know what order these are going to go up, and Michael is in charge of that, putting them up to YouTube. But we just did a show, I believe, last night about pitch and keys and
speed.
Sometimes you can't just say, I want this song with 0 changes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're going to have to say, I want to go down, drop it down to. And some people
I get a lot of people. I get a lot of people that are familiar with and know what it means to go down to or whatever. They're familiar with the whole key change thing.
Well, we're talking about keys, yeah.
Yep. But it's very, very rare. Remember last night we were talking about the tempo thing. I'll use the key change thing is used more.
It's more accurate than the tempo. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that key changes are done more than tempo changes are done. You know what I mean?
I've never had anybody ask me to change the tempo.
Yeah,
it was always
like I said, it's very rare.
Yeah.
Like maybe once or twice a year, I'll have somebody going, I need to slow this down about 10 notches or something like that, so I can keep up.
It's funny you say that, man. I've never had anybody ask me to change the pitch, which is the same word for a tempo. It's always been keys, Well, and perhaps we should have incorporated this last night with the other recorder. But go ahead, Kevin. What do you got?
Well, there's one of the songs, I can't remember the song right off the bat. But there was multiple listings I had for a song. And I played this one because if I got several that are different, I figure they probably want the slower one. Or, maybe it was the other way around. But anyways, the one that I picked, this isn't right. That's too, it was either too fast or too slow. It's like, oh, okay, well, I got this other one. Okay. Yeah, that one's...
Yeah, meanwhile, they're calling you out on the spot while they're up there, right? Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I got to remember, that this one is maybe not the corrected one. Like I said, all these companies make it themselves. So
That's
they
right.
might be tweaking a little bit, and it might not do the original justice or as much justice as another one does.
Mm-hmm.
So I have had that problem, which that could be corrected with pitch, because basically that's speeding up or slowing it down, which is changing your beats per minute.
Yep.
Yeah. I had a situation where this girl wanted TLC waterfalls, right? But she wanted the version with the rap in it too. She wanted to do the rap too. So the first time and look, and don't tell us as KJs and these people watching, it does not tell you
With rap.
rap.
Yeah,
Right,
rap.
right.
Yeah.
The only thing we get most of the time, if we're lucky, is with vocal or not, you know?
Yeah.
So I did this TLC waterfalls, and she went through it. She didn't blame me for nothing. She just went through the whole thing. I went into my bumper song, and she said that I wanted the one with the rap, but I love you, you know? So here's what I did the next time she requested it. I looked up waterfall TLC, you know, and I just went for the one that was a little bit longer because that added the rap.
Yeah.
You can look at the times, you know?
Yeah.
And sure enough, now I got that saved. This is what she wants.
Yeah.
And
You've got that luxury you've got that luxury using virtual DJ software for running your shows. I don't have
but you don't have that.
I don't have that luxury in CompuHost. It doesn't show you the time.
Yeah.
There's no option for you to see the actual.
No. You don't see it until you load it, right?
You don't see it until you hit play.
Oh, until you hit play. Okay.
Yeah, but what happens? Like, what? All right, let's just say, for instance, somebody's singing over here, right? And you get your fader over there. They're singing. Now you load up TLC over here. Can you do that? Or is it just one deck you're working with?
CompuHost is one deck.
Okay, see, that's the downfall. And I'm not knocking CompuHost. If you're using it, great. If it's working for you, God bless you.
Could you somehow add in one of the given information that you do have? Could you put in there, like at the end of the song, add in or adjust the tag or whatever and put in the time if you wanted to?
Great question. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I could, but that would be a lot of work.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's a way for
so you couldn't make a note, like
no.
Even if you had time, and I know us KJs are busy trying to get the show going.
Yeah, well, you know how the virtual DJ has a tag editor, and so you can, you know all about that, right?
I know all about it, and I love it.
So
Kevin knows about it.
You can load a lot of info in that thing or whatever. But with CompuHost, it's completely different. You don't have that option. There's no, you can't like right click and go tag editor or whatever and go into, renaming tags or anything like that. So
see now you just opened up a whole new can of worms. And we've only been recording, 20 minutes, so we get some time. If that, you are not happy. Well, I'm not going to say you're not happy, but with certain things you can't do with CompuHost.
There are certain features there's certain features that you have in Virtual DJ that I don't have that I wish I had.
Okay,
but that doesn't mean I don't like the program. I do love the program. I just wish it had more features. And I hope that
I get it. Now, if you were to weigh it out, are you still saying CompuHost would win after weighing that out? I'm just curious, and I'm not trying to start a war out here.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I mean, if I can transfer the singer's history over to virtual,
you'd be willing to try that.
I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I paid big money for, that's the whole thing is with now that's the downside to virtual DJ. They both have upsides and downsides, right? So with CompuHost, I have the ability to use the app, Songbooks Online app, and they can send their songs to me right from their phone. It goes right into my computer, right into their queue, right?
Yeah.
Virtual DJ, you can't do that. You got the Songbooks DB, and then you have to manually put the song in to the queue yourself.
Now, let me ask you quickly.
Yeah.
With CompuHost, your singer, you just said it would automatically just cue them up with their song.
Well,
what if your singer does not choose the right version? Or
then I switch it. If I notice that it's an oddball version, like if it's not like Sound Choice or DK, if it's like something really off the wall that I'm not familiar with, then I'll delete that and give them the better version. So, because most of the time they're just like when they're on the app, they don't care. They're not.
They just look at the title.
They're not looking at
artist and title.
Yeah, they're not looking at the each song selection has like a code. So if it's Sound Choice, it'll say SC, and then it'll be like 5 or 6 numbers after that or something like that, right?
Yeah, they don't know what that means.
So they're not looking at the codes. I mean, they do see them and they know that they're different versions, but they don't know which version is the best. So what they'll do is they'll just pick the one that's on the top, send it to me, and I'll tell them that too. I'm like, if you're ever confused about which one to pick, just pick the top one, and then when I see it, if I see that's an oddball selection, I'll delete it and put in the good.
But maybe this is a seasoned singer who wants that oddball,
Yeah.
You ever think of that? I mean, I've got singers that would prefer LG, which is Legend, over DK or Sound Choice.
I got one guy.
And I'm like, yeah.
I got one guy that totally prefers Pioneer.
Well, you know what? Pioneer was really great. Really.
Yeah.
And so was Sweet Georgia Brown. Back in the day. They was spot on, So
Sweet Georgia Brown doesn't exist anymore, correct?
You're playing roulette here now.
Yeah.
When you're getting these requests in with CompuHost, that's all I'm trying to say. And God bless you. God bless you, because you are setting yourself up for them to say, no, I wanted this. Or, I wanted the one I sent in.
Yeah.
And that kind of puts you on the spot.
Well,
I don't like
if I'm in a position where I can actually go out to the person if it doesn't take that long, the place
if you know who these people are, you can go out.
I can go and say, hey, is this the one you really wanted, or is it? And they're like, no, I just picked the one on the top or whatever. But if you know of a better version, just go ahead and replace it.
Yeah, because I'll get people sending stuff to me. I use a different program. Well, I use BDJ. But as far as my requests coming into me, I use, and I don't care, I'm just going to say it, Songbook DB,
Yep.
And they scan a QR code. They pick whatever club I'm at right that night, search their song, hit sing, and I get it. Yeah. They may have to set a temporary account up, or like most of my people now already have, they made an account for the software. So every time they come to any one of my gigs,
when they send you a song, it goes into your text messages?
No, it goes into my app. In fact,
you have a Songbooks DB.
I'm going to show you.
For the host.
I'm going to show everybody this app right now.
Okay.
This is Songbook DB. I didn't log in.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the app. I'm not familiar with the host end of it, though.
I didn't log in because I'm not working.
Yeah.
But Kevin and I actually are both on the same app. Mm-hmm. And I could add you. I could add whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
Right.
But it's a great app. And So what?
Okay, so you're not bogging down your text messages or anything like that. It goes into
No, it goes into the app,
Good.
which I have in front of me. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Now, Kevin, you've been using this for about what? At least 6 months. Are you happy with it?
Yeah. I mean, we had one day where we were changing my listing and there was a problem that day, but that was just
that was my doing because I changed your name and I added you to the same rig as I was. So we were both getting people and we were both working that same night. Oh my God, this was a mess. We were both showing as Rig 1, you know? He's getting people from my place. I'm getting people from his place.
You were both in the same account.
No, it is the one account, but
okay.
Yeah, but it's Rig me. All of a sudden, I become.
But you were both in the same profile or whatever,
and put me in his place. And it's like, what the heck is going on? This thing is all whack. And then he finally is like, oh, sorry, I figured out what I did.
You're like, Jim, I don't have a Jim here.
Well, that's right. It got so bad. I started announcing, it's like, hey, is there a Nancy here? Nancy, are you on out there?
Oh, this is good stuff.
No, that's over at Eric's show.
No, this is good stuff. But because I text Kevin, I'm like, are you getting people that aren't there? Because I think I'm getting your people too. You know? And he goes, yeah, what the hell's going on?
And I figured it out.
Yeah.
Too funny.
And it's only because Kevin was he was at a venue, right? And this is how this started. And that venue ended. So then I just put Kevin Beers in the app.
That way, no matter where I go, they just look for my
You just go Kevin Beers, right? I added you to my Rig 1. You should have been Rig 2. Yeah. And now you're getting my people, I'm getting your people, and boy, that was a confusing night. But yeah, we got through it. Yeah.
The only other problem I've had with the app is I tell them about it, and they get initially they get turned off and they want me to do paper, but that opens up a can of worms where you're doing the app for some people. Some people are wanting to write it down, and it's like it becomes.
I draw the line at that point. It's no.
And the only other problem I've noticed is I have had people's like, I'm having a hard time entering it because they were so drunk they couldn't type and hit the right letter.
Well, let me be honest. Those people just are lazy, and they're not doing it. They're like, no, put me in. I'm right here in front of you. Yeah.
So it's like, it's like, well, I guess I look at it as if you're so drunk that you can't type in.
You're not going to be able to sing.
And maybe I don't want you up here touching my gear and making sure, it's sort of like I don't have a sobriety test. I just have if you can't enter the information, then maybe you don't need to be up here.
I think we already had a battle of KJ software on here once. I think we will revisit that sometime in the near future because maybe some people didn't get it, or maybe they needed to hear more of what virtual operas rather than CompuHost.
Yeah. What's the good and what's the bad in each one?
Yeah, right. And there are many out there. What is that? Dotties or
Saxon Dottie.
Yeah, that's it. And Roxbox. And Roxbox is also old school. And I have a friend that still uses Roxbox. And this is from way back, like Saxon Dotties.
Wait.
And he swears by it. What?
Do you have a friend?
Oh, stop it. I have many. Okay?
I mean, the other thing...
I've got a friend that uses Ots for karaoke.
Well, and if you really want to go really cheap and dirty, I know of some people in the area that just go on YouTube and do it that way.
All right, we're not going to bring that up because that's illegal. But, yeah. Yeah, if you're doing that,
we'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into that.
I suggest you don't do that.
if there's,
Why are we gonna look into YouTube?
no, I'm just saying, like if you have a premium subscription to YouTube, does that allow you to?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I was told supposedly no, it still doesn't allow it. But the thing is, even if it is illegal, who's the one out there that's going to put you in handcuffs? Or is it?
Yeah, who's policing it?
Police? You know what?
You never know who's going to be at your show.
And the drawback also to the YouTube is you're relying on always having internet.
Mm-hmm.
So if your internet,
that's another issue. Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's the thing with my gigs is in order for for my Songbooks Online app to work properly, for them to be able to send songs to me, I have to be connected to the Wi-Fi.
Okay, see, Matt, this is a thing that people
but if
need
you
to
don't
know.
have that, you could just go back to paper, just like if our thing.
I could, but I don't want to.
What we would have to do.
Well, you know what I hated the most about paper? I could never read what the hell they wrote. You know,
writing. Yeah.
You know, is this Melissa Malachi? Well, I can't read it. You know.
Yep.
And this is why I like my app. This is why Matt likes what he uses.
Yeah.
Because
we don't like the chicken scratch.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it. And Matt, I feel for you because heaven forbid in the middle of a gig the internet goes down. What are you going to do?
But that won't happen because I'm connected to my Wi-Fi hotspot through my phone.
You know what? God bless you. You just gave me the greatest answer in the world. Because there have been many times where I've had to use my hotspot to connect quickly for certain things at a gig. So you're right.
Yeah, because there's some venues out there where their Wi-Fi is so spotty up and down. It's like it's really undependable.
They won't give us the office internet.
No.
They're going to give us the guest.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I've run into a few places because I live out in the boonies. I did a wedding a couple weeks ago. My cell phone goes down to no service. You can't use your phone. I basically, because it gets so jacked up out there, I have to physically turn it off when I get into the right area because it won't re-find that I'm out of,
range.
Yeah, I'm out of, the center of the universe. It's like, so if it wasn't
we're in a dead spot.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for her, if her internet went down, then I wouldn't have anything there. So if I needed, for some reason they were doing karaoke there, I would be in a royal pickle. So you can run into situations where even your backup plan, which is hotspot, which I know, even that, you don't have that doesn't even work. So, it's problematic out here where I am at.
I don't want to wind this up.
Okay.
We did a pretty good amount of content in this little show. And before I go, I just want to thank Kevin because Kevin, he actually, even though he says he is rather new to the karaoke community, he's actually inspired me by some of his questions, and you too, Matt. Like, wow, what made him think of that question? And we remember when we first started, it's like, I never would have thought to ask that, right? We just kind of winged it. Kevin, on the other hand,
trial and error.
Yeah.
I don't like trial.
We started this off. We started this off by talking about what songs get people on the dance floor, karaoke songs, and then we just completely blossomed into something else on the other end. So,
well, that's how this works when you're live.
It's all good.
But but Kevin, I love you, man. And I know he's got some issues with karaoke. Yeah, thank you. I love you too. He's got some issues in his area with karaoke gigs. And you know what, dude? like I told you before, it's just, you're going to be all right. Trust me, and we're praying for you. We don't even need to pray because you got this. It's in your blood, and we love you. Seriously.
If there's a will,
there's a way. That's it. Now let's all wave goodbye until next time. What?
We
What's
mentioned
that?
our sponsors, like DJ Event Plan.
Oh, yeah.
EV, Made for DJs, Pro X, and Odyssey.
Yes. And you know what?
Without their support,
all that,
we wouldn't
be here.
We wouldn't be here. Kevin couldn't ask those stupid questions.
Yeah.
We'd be indivisible.
That's right. With justice for all.
Indivisible under God, yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to youtube.com Disc Jockey News. Please, because that, subscribe, hit that bell to get notified. Whenever there's new content, you're going to be notified.
That is our mothership.
Yep. That's our mothership.
DJandTV.com, if I'm not mistaken.
Isn't that what I said?
Well, I think you said Disc Jockey News or something.
I think you added the news.
Yeah.
Is there two different channels?
No, I think on YouTube, though, it's YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube is Disc Jockey News. Yep.
That's right. Okay. Don't confuse everybody, man.
But the website itself is DJ.
They're all... Yeah, well, they're all watching this right now on YouTube.
Yeah. Right.
So it's youtube.com/Disc Jockey News. Yeah, okay.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Hey, we love you.